hoping to accomplish through the education that you have here?
We're hoping to, children and adults both, to learn more about what's going on the outdoors, and that they need to take a second look before they, trash the place maybe. But and the respect that you need to have for the animals and the outdoors.
And you have brought one of the animals with you right here to the table, and we've warned people before, if they aren't into snakes, let me trade you microphones here, that this might be a little concerning for others. Surprisingly enough, several of the men on the crew were concerned about this little guy, but
That's
here we
for
sit
sure.
with him. Now, what kind of snake do we have here?
He is a garter snake, and he came from down around the Giant Springs area. And
So he's right in our area.
Right.
He's a native.
And when the fair is over, he'll be returned.
Okay, and so he is a wild snake.
Right.
Okay, and what kinds of things do we need to be scared of, these kinds of snakes that are around us?
These are not poisonous, but they do eat a lot of insects and that, so they are good to have around. The only snake that you want to be aware of is the rattlesnake, of course. And
Is that the only poisonous snake in our area?
in our area?
Okay. And you had mentioned to me, if you do see a snake, I can remember as a kid, we used to pick up the water snakes and grab them and play with them. What is the proper way to hold these snakes?
Just about the way you are. You don't want to pinch them or hold them really tight, and stay back behind their head so you don't.
They don't like to be held up close to their head, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so this snake is, not everyone gets to handle him, which is
Right.
probably just as well, because he has a distinct odor. You can't tell through the TV. It's not smell-o-vision, but boy, this guy.
And I think part of that is stress.
Uh-huh.
And then he hasn't been in the grass for a few days either to
Okay.
eliminate it.
So that can do that, right? And he's not available to touch, but you can
Look at him.
look at him if you come on down here to the State Fair. Thanks for being with us today, Lucille.
You're
And
welcome.
right now we're going to go back to Charlie with your last look at the weather.